My name's Pinky Jolley. I'm from Merseyside on the Wirral. In November of 2022, I flew over to Turkey to have gastric sleeve surgery. That's weight loss surgery. After I had the operation, I knew I was unwell pretty much straight away. I was in extreme pain. They just kept telling me it's normal, carry on drinking. I was trying to drink and I just couldn't get anything in because of the pain. They also kept saying to me, keep walking. Well, I'm a wheelchair user, which that's not very tactful. And the next thing I remember is landing home back in Liverpool. They'd discharged me, declared me medically safe to fly. I'm back home and I'm still not feeling well at all, so I contacted my doctor. They ultimately did a blood test and that came back that my infection markers were 490, which is sepsis, and he told me to get straight to hospital. When I got there, everything all came to light. There was a leak. They'd cut too high up in the joint right by my esophagus. They cut the stomach so badly that it twisted on itself to actually shut. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, it was agony. I spent about 3 months hooked up to IV antibiotics. I've had several operations, including a washout, which basically they open me up and it's like a jet wash to get rid of the sepsis. I was fitted with a feeding tube, it was an NJ, goes through my nose down to the jejunum, which is the upper bowel. So I've been fed with that for the last 20 months. A brilliant surgeon local to Birmingham said that he was willing to help me. So on Friday I had that surgery. It was a little bit iffy. As soon as I came round I was feeling poorly and all my stats weren't quite right, but the next day it was just like a miracle. I could drink as well. For the first time I could drink and the pain was a lot less. I've still got a substantial amount of pain because when they opened me up, he said everything was actually stuck together. Couldn't find my spleen. My liver, spleen and colon was stuck together and they're not even supposed to be in the same place. It took him a while to separate everything. Everything is now separate. I don't know how my body's going to react. It might go back together, but I'm going to be able to eat again. I've got to work up from liquids to soft food to puree food and then real food. Should take around 6 weeks, but it's going to happen. So for people who are thinking about going to have surgery abroad, I'd say don't do it. Stick to what you know. You know the NHS, you know they're accredited. Just it's too dangerous to go elsewhere. I was around about 21 stone. I had a lot of medical conditions. I was told they were all caused by my weight. So the option was to have weight loss surgery. After the surgery, I actually plummeted very quickly to 10 stone. I suffered malnutrition and lots of loose skin.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm still stuck in a wheelchair because it wasn't to do with weight. But my life is going to be better because there's a huge amount of weight off me.